Hey guys, Jason Caskie, Sean Herrero. Hello, hello. Today we want to talk about interest rates, where they are at, where they're going. I mean, we're seeing news, people are saying interest rates are finally going to come down September, maybe 3 more times. Job report, I mean, there's so much going on, but truthfully, where are rates and where are rates heading? And nobody knows more than this guy.
I got lucky on this one.
Yeah.
So last Wednesday, well, a week ago from the 13th, the Fed had their meeting, said, hey, economy looks great, we're not cutting rates, right? And when they say cutting rates, they mean the Fed rate, which is the rate that banks borrow money at, not mortgage rates. So we're gonna keep everything the same. So I said, this is a joke again. And on Thursday, I said, all the data the Fed is making their decisions upon is inaccurate. I think we're gonna see corrections coming. And once the real data shows through, I think we've been in a recession for at least 9 months. Once the real data shows through, then we'll start to see rates come down. So I made that video Thursday. Friday, the jobs report comes out and they go, hey, we kind of messed up on our May reporting.
Right.
We said we added like 115,000 jobs. It was like 19,000.
Right.
They missed by 90%, and it was the same result in June. June jobs reported just as inaccurately. Like, who's responsible for that where you can miss by 90%?
Right.
The same stuff happened last year. And keep your job. I think he actually resigned.
Okay.
So what I said was coming happened the next day. So I was very grateful that I made the video when I did because I looked super smart in that moment.
Well, you are super smart.
Not always. I miss a lot. But that one worked out. So what that means is mortgage rates, good mortgage rates follow bad news. And we need to be in a not so great economy or a recession for the Fed to start cutting rates. So had that report come out Tuesday instead of Friday, I think the Fed would have cut the Fed rate last week.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The next meeting's not till September.
Yep.
So what do we think will happen in September? They'll probably cut in September. But so far, mortgage rates bumped down a little bit on that report. But for the last week, they've been pretty flat, which is good. It means they're stable. But we're basically at the best rates we've seen since April. We touched the same point in June, kind of the lowest levels we'd seen. We're right back where we started, but it was for like 2 or 3 days. Yeah. So what that means is we don't need rates to move a lot for people to want to jump into the housing market. They just need to hear that rates moved a lot, which is what's happening right now. Yeah. Every realtor on Instagram is talking about it. Every lender's talking about it. I'm the only one that's saying, that's not true. It's better, but it's not that good. Yeah. Everyone's talking about it. The media's talking about it. And so that's going to drive more people in the housing market. Yeah. And so last time, what did we say? There was an opportunity to buy right now.
Well, that's the thing, too. It's like there's a lot of people that say, well, I'm going to wait for interest rates to drop.
Yep.
But
why?
When you think about interest rates dropping as opposed to the fact that you can get a home for a much lower price right now. We were just talking about this before we got the video on is, a lot of homes are still selling for asking price, getting an offer or two, which is great. But in our area here, San Ramon Valley, 33 to 36% of homes had a price reduction. And those price reductions aren't typically $5,000, $10,000, $15,000. I mean, if you're listing a home for $1.2 million, the next move is probably $50,000. So, there's big price reductions. So you have to be smart about it and think about, and especially talk to somebody like Sean who can say, okay, well, hey, if you buy this house at $1 million and your rate is this, if the rate happens to drop and it's this and you're still buying that $1 million home, okay, here's your payment. However, but if you go get that $1 million home for $950, $900, what's that payment at this current rate?
Right.
So think about that a little bit, and of course, reach out to Sean and reach out to me anytime to talk about it. But it does make a big difference. You can get a lower price. I mean, shoot.
Well, with real estate, if you're paying cash, get the house for as low of a price as you possibly can. When you're using mortgage financing, oftentimes there's better ways to use the seller's money to your advantage. So using $1 million, if you said, hey, we're going to offer him $990, just take 10% off, right? We're going to offer him $990 because if we buy it for less, we save more. I would say don't do that. Offer them $1 million, ask for $10,000 back, and have that cover your closing costs because that keeps $10,000 in your pocket immediately, where the $10,000 price reduction would save you $3,750 over the course of 30 years. $125 a year is your tax savings.
It's not even a Starbucks a day. It's not even close.
Maybe they're getting expensive. So the point of that being is, if a home that you like has the price dropped, I like to look at it and go, okay, sweet. How do we give them more money to get you more of what you want? Do you want the lower rate now or do you want to wait for it to come later?
Right.
We can use the seller's money to get you the lower rate now. You don't have to wait for it. I just think this window, It's been an incredible summer for
Yeah.
buyers. I think this window is going to close
Yeah.
as soon as these rate things start coming to fruition.
Yeah.
I think people are just sick of talking about it.
Yeah, as soon as, like you're saying, the interest rates, people are waiting on that. That being said, too, I was just telling you as well. I mean, the inventory has gone up a lot, but in the last 3 weeks, it is coming down again, especially around here. And I mean significantly. I'm seeing the inventory is coming down, pendings are going up. Now that summer is pretty much over and the kids are back at school this week, everybody's going to get settled. Those last couple weeks, buyers were taking, the last little bit of vacation, getting their kids ready for school. I think that we're in a little magic bubble here right now that is probably going to change,
Yep, totally.
So
I totally
if you're
think
thinking
so.
about buying, by all means, reach out anytime. Jason Caskie, Coldwell Banker.
Sean Herrero, Cross Country Mortgage.
Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Take care.